Hey, Complete Marketing Systems family, it's Diane here. I'm shooting a quick video. The Super Bowl is this weekend. If you hadn't noticed, I had a friend actually who thought it was last weekend. It's this weekend. And you probably know because you're part of the Complete Marketing Systems family that I'm a huge sports fan and I love football. Um, and I also happen to be a huge Peyton Manning fan. He was not at the University of Tennessee when I was there, but he was there. I followed him there. I followed him when he was with the Colts, and I followed him now when he's with Denver. And I just wanted to take a minute. There are a lot of lessons. Whether you like football or you don't like football, there'll be a lot of lessons that can be taken this weekend, not to mention the amazing ads, which is one of the reasons that I always watch, right, the commercials. But if we just look at Peyton Manning, I was talking to a mentor of mine the other day, and he said, you know what, Diane? People really make it in this business when they've come back at least twice. And I thought that was interesting. Come back at least twice. And what he meant by that was, they've gotten knocked down. They've maybe even gone away and come back, or they've gotten knocked down and restarted themselves. And I thought to myself, wow, that's pretty amazing. And Peyton has certainly gotten knocked down a couple of times, right? Think about it. The first big knockdown, I would say, was, maybe even as far back as college when he didn't win the Heisman Trophy, right? That had to be a pretty big blow. But let's talk just in his professional career, right? So he's with the Indianapolis Colts, star quarterback, making huge records, doing all these things, right? Won a Super Bowl, and then gets let go because of his neck injuries, right? He had the neck problems. He had the surgery. They weren't sure how he was going to come back. Well, he did come back, and he came back strong because this guy named John Elway, who was the general manager for the Denver Broncos, went out and got him and brought him in and said, here's your second chance, right? Here's another chance. And then just this season, started off well, 7-0. Peyton's a quarterback. Things are going great. And then he wasn't playing great. And something was obviously wrong. Now, mind you, he's 39 years old, which for a quarterback in the NFL, that's old. He's taken a lot of hits. Come to find out, he was playing injured. So he goes to rehab. They put in this young quarterback, Brock Osweiler. He does pretty well. Peyton comes back, right, off the injured reserve, back to active playing, he's ready to play. And now he's on the bench. This is one of the, arguably, no matter who you ask, whether they like him or don't like him, one of the elite quarterbacks of all time, one of the best quarterbacks of all time, is now sitting the bench. Can you imagine? He holds a lot of records. I don't know how many, but there's a lot. Sitting the bench. And in the middle of that game, things weren't going well. They put Peyton back in, and he came in, and they won the game, and he's now playing again. And he's going to be the oldest quarterback on Sunday to ever start the Super Bowl, right? And this is the 50th Super Bowl, so it's kind of a big celebration. There's been some things going on this season. Well, so you might be saying to yourself, Diane, that's great. Thanks for the history on Peyton Manning, right? What does that have to do with my business? I think it has everything to do with your business. So let me tell you why. You're going to get knocked down, right? You're going to get injured. You're going to have things that you wish you had done differently. You're going to have times when you want to quit. I would imagine that there have been times when Peyton wanted to quit. And you know what? Here's the interesting thing to me. People say, well, this, he's going to retire. And maybe he will. But he has the desire to come back. I think his heart wants to come back. And maybe his body isn't going to let him. And people say, well, this doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it? He has enough money. Like, it's about the money, right? Do you run your business for the money? Now, hopefully, partially you do. But it's not about the money. As an athlete, I get it, right? He wants to be the best. He wants to continue to prove he can do things. And there's something inside of you as an athlete that loves the game so much, right? And he's a studier. But imagine loving something so much that you've done it your whole life and it's all you want to do. It's not about the money. It's not about proving something. Maybe it is. It's about proving it to yourself, right? But it's the love of the game. It's the desire to go out there and keep doing that thing, right? It's not about the money. He makes more in endorsements. As a matter of fact, he gave up $4 million of his salary this year so that they could go out and get some other players so that hopefully they can win the Super Bowl on Sunday. So just some interesting things that I thought I would point out, some interesting things that you might be aware of or not be aware of, and some analogies coming up. So whether you're a football fan or not, whether you're a Denver Bronco fan or not, I hope you'll watch the game and at least watch the marketing lessons and the ads and see what the lesson is and how things turn out on Sunday. So just wanted to bring that up. This is the kind of thing we're going to be talking a lot about actually at the very last implementation event, the implementation coaching event, which I'm doing right here in Atlanta, February 11th and 12th. If you have an interest, you still have time. There are still some seats available. Just go to theimplementationevent.com. Check it out. I'd love to have you join us. We're still getting people coming in, and you've seen me talk about it a lot here lately. So hope to see you there, and have a great Super Bowl.